Hello and bienvenidos to Life's Questions and Lessons, the Self-Reflection Podcast. I am your host, Charity Youngblood, and I am so grateful that you are here with me today. Let's get started with today's question. What type of action taker are you? What type of action taker are you? So we are in full swing of, I can't even talk. What are the 5 types of action you can take toward your goals series? And if you haven't already, I highly recommend you going to the series opener and taking a listen to that just to ground you in what we're talking about. But this series was created to really empower you and encourage you to take action no matter what it looks like, no matter what you feel like, right? So a lot of times we think, oh, it has to be this way, or the steps have to be clear, or I can't do it if I'm scared because that means that I shouldn't be We're not doing any of that. You know what is important to you. You have chosen this goal, this project, this whatever that you're creating that is important to you. You know that in your soul. So if you're not taking action because it needs to look a certain way or you need to feel a certain way to do it, I want to kind of boot that myth out for one, and also help you to question, what is really going on. That's what this podcast represents, getting into the natural rhythm of questioning how you feel, what you believe, right? Really questioning those things. So when we think about this action taker, I got really excited with this series and started thinking about the type of woman I serve and the type of woman that I want to be surrounded by and inspired by. And she's an action taker. She's someone who doesn't make excuses. She takes action when she's scared. She takes action when she's unclear. She does what she needs to do. And she also has a support system behind her to challenge her thinking and help her continue to take action and kind of, highlight those mental and emotional barriers that are always in our way when we're struggling to take action. 99.9% of the time, it's something layered in a mental or emotional barrier or, limiting belief, some people like to call them. But that's really the point here. So as you are, exploring this question in whatever way works best for you, in curiosity, not judgment, really think about either what you're working on right now, or a recent project that you just completed, and what really resonates with you. I definitely talked about the 5 types of action, and we're going through those over these next few weeks. But if it's not on the list, that's fine. If it's something that I haven't talked about, but as you think about yourself, maybe you take inspired action. Maybe you're an inspired action taker. Maybe you're a focused action taker. Whatever it is, whatever comes through for you, trust that and really let that encourage you. One of the things that I wanted to do with this series is really take those things that we look at maybe a little bit more negatively, like fear or, being unclear or having doubts, imperfect, when things look imperfect, and using that as fuel. If you're able to do something and take a step when you don't know what it's going to look like, that is powerful. That is going to increase your self-confidence in yourself and trust, right? Increase the trust that you have in yourself. So I really challenge you to, explore this question in whatever way works best for you. And because I'm super excited about this whole series, I also created a quiz. So the quiz is titled, What Type of Action Taker Are You? And that is going to be available in the description of this episode. So definitely have fun with that. And I look forward to hearing what your results were. And if you agree or disagree, I'm all for a disagreement. Let's do it. So that's what I had on my heart today. As always, thank you so much for listening. Please rate and review this podcast wherever you're listening to my words. And if this episode has been helpful for you, please share it. And until next time, take care.